Yes, welcome back. Now we got a very candid guest in the building, but for honor's sake, I feel so we go actually do a better job at introducing who this person be for sake of the topic where we won't actually discuss today.
All right, now today actually now let's look at it as an inspiration day because a lot of people they actually go through one pain or the other as regards to waiting for the blessing of having a child. Now, this person will get inside the house, wait for 8 years before God finally bless him with a beautiful baby girl. So today we're going to talk about how to survive through the wait. Why you the wait for a child, how you will take survive, and also keep your family intact and filled with so much love. We get Sobechuku Ejiofor inside the house, popularly known as Illbliss.
What's up?
Good to have you, Illbliss.
My people.
I don't wait for so long to actually shout, Illbliss!
Are you serious? Thank you very much.
Good to have you here, Illbliss.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Now we celebrate with you.
Yes.
Being a new father, how does it feel?
It's an amazing feeling.
I understand.
The feeling, and you don't get part two. You know, sometimes you just have to pinch yourself sometimes to just make sure that, you know, the entire process is real and say, you know, just do one long dream, you know. So, but it's been awesome, you know. It also comes with a lot of irregular sleeping, you know, like I'm slightly drowsy. That's why I'm wearing this shade. So the fans no go know so I don't tire. Because I know sleep, you know, the baby keeps you up and you wake up every other hour and take turns with the missus.
That's not how they're going to say you'll be very loving husband and father as well. Because I know
men involved.
I know men where you say they're not going to involved at all. They're going to tell you say that the woman wahala.
Say that in business.
Yes, so.
Nah, no be my
Very true.
way.
But tell us about the wait. Now, we know say it take you and your wife 8 years to actually get your first child. And we know the popular Nigerian Nollywood scenario of when you wait for a child, you go see patients with Zoku, they come. That now the mother-in-law, they say, I want a grandchild. If you not forgive my Pekin grandchild, make we marry another wife, we go give my Pekin.
Sure.
Tell us, that now your situation or is it totally different?
No, my situation was very different. Very. My parents, my wife's parents are they irreplaceable. If you get anyhow way, if you describe them as they're just such a blessing to us. There's never a second of pressure. So I married for 2009. That's when I got married. And if anybody tell me say go say childbirth go tay like that, you know, I go talk say nah and I lie because me I just want arrange because my babe a hot babe, so I want make just arrange, just the wear jeans, you know, just the sharp. So I don't want make my wife come begin the fat, come begin the lose, you know, grip of physiology because say once I wanted it to be done on time. 2 years came, nothing happened. Then it went to 3 years. And now I can't remember the space between 3 and 6 years. That's how it happens because time just keeps flying. So, and then, but we never lost faith. You know, like, see, I tell people like I'm the teen testimony. They should come so that I can teach them how to be patient. And I always believed, I said, God has a reason why this delay don't happen. So make we just learn. Maybe God been they try bring on her closer to her, when they try prepare on her for greater things, you know. So there was never pressure. It was just prayers, you know, and there were a lot of children around me at every point in time. My wife's sisters got married and then started to have their own children as well.
Yeah, that brings me to my next question. And you see your wife's sisters getting married and then they get their own children.
Yeah.
And yet 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, you never actually get your own. Now, I understand, say you not get any pressure from your parents or from your wife's parents. Is there a time where you, as a person, or your wife, as she did, put pressure on herself? Was any pressure self-imposed?
There's a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. You see, for me, the way we guys, they take pressure, they're different, you know, from the way women, they see them. For me, I just knew I was going to have kids. It was just conviction. It was blind conviction, but I know it's in that time, everything that time. For my wife, women always panic because, you know, sometimes when you start to hit 32, 35, they start to classify you as a high-risk pregnancy. You know, that's how you go, they look at me. Me, I don't know as our doctors, they look at me, but they start to look at you like, oh, it's high risk, it's complications might begin to creep in. you know, and then that wasn't the plan. No be how we arrange them. We think we don't arrange 3 sharp-looking, intelligent children, you know, just leave childbirth, then come begin raise them. So there were pressures. There were individual pressures. You wake up sometimes at night, you just see your wife on her knees crying, just asking God for, you know. My wife is strong though, like, and then you're playing the role. You're trying to pull yourself up, and you're trying to pull your wife up, and you know sometimes you're like, it's going to happen, and you go just sound like say somebody just loop your voice every time they talk the same thing. It go happen. It go happen. When will it happen? You know. Then, but we just kept praying. You know, I don't even know how to. I guess also the prayers of our families and our real friends, like true friends in our lives, because people don't even know this side of me. People don't know this side. People just see me on TV and they just say, "Ah, Oga Boss, Chairman, the guy that, you know, that discovered Fino, the guy that signed Chidema, Clarence Peters' partner. These guys are bosses." They don't know what you go through. They don't know that sometimes I go reach house, you go day like say, make you just hide inside your house, make you not go anywhere. Sometimes I don't feel like making music. Sometimes I don't even feel like come do interview, radio, TV. But I kept making music all that while because the music kept my sanity. And, you know, so there were pressures. I had pressures, but
you actually sustained.
But I knew God. I knew God was, you know, like, I'm a strong believer in timing. Like, I feel say everything we do for life, say God don't design them. Just the way they look you. You go kind of run around with human eye. Kind of want make God do them. No. God will kind of they look you. They talk, say, it's not time, it's not time. And when it's time, it just clicks. And
now, a lot of people out there, even non-celebrities, they go through this exact same process.
Yes.
And then they're clueless as to what to do. Now, we understand the God factor will help you.
Yeah.
But apart from the God factor, what will be those things will help you pull through?
You need to keep trying. You need to keep trying to make the baby, you know. But we're under so much pressure in Nigeria. Like high energy environments, you know. Like, I have friends that have also been married for a couple years, you know, not 8 years though, but a couple years and no kids yet. And you know, the woman is a banker, the guy is probably works in some other high energy, high expectation, you know, basically just jobs that are heavy on performance, you know, high performance, you know, jobs. And sometimes you come home, you're so tired, you barely find time for your wife, I always found time for my wife because, you know, as much as I'm an artist, I'm always on the road, I'm always performing, in and out of Lagos, I'm always in a club performing, but I'm not a very outgoing person. I know they too like come out, so I just want day house, just chill, just day my house, then enjoy. My house is my own club, my own everything, you know? You know, so people need to create time. People need to just remove yourself. See, money not be everything.
Sure.
Some people just they chase money, morning, afternoon, night. They forget that they need to settle down and make babies. And sometimes it's just people being tensed up, people just not being in the right frame of mind, the body just being beaten up so much that, you know, you can't take in, or just, there's all kinds of complications.
During this process of waiting, now, did it affect your love, your relationship? Because you get any time when I start to blame each other, say, it's your lifestyle. Oh, no, it's you. No, it might be you. Go and see the doctor. Oh, it might be, was there a time?
Never. We're always in touch with the doctor. I mean, for every doctor that we ever saw, they know us, so we're very diligent. Test he wanted us to do, we'll do it to the T. We'll even do it over and over again. We'll even seek for second opinions medically.
So did they affect
it was never it's your fault. Never. You see, it also depends on who you married. You understand? Like, my wife is my G. That's my person. so that's why you can look at her and say, calm down, babe. Kids are going to come. And they you know, it happened. So it had nothing to do. There was no blame laying. There was no, we were in it together. A friend of mine once told me something 2 years ago, 2016. I was in the United States. So it was a few days before I left. So we were sitting down in a diner, just having dinner. And he said to me, Tobe, you know, Ada and I, took us, his name is Abumneme, he's a lawyer in DC. You know, so I went to secondary school with him. Then we had a reunion when I went. So he said it took me 6 years for these kids to come. He had a set of twins, you know. So come to me say, but for this period, So now this period be the period where him and his wife bond the most because they were going through everything they were going through together. Say, learn to love your wife and learn to keep it 100. Don't get distracted. This is what the devil wants you to do. The devil wants you to be distracted, wants you to look for options, wants you to panic. And I was just looking at him, talking to me in the diner, and I just imbibed everything he talked that night. Just calm, just go house. And that's exactly what I was already doing that, but I just saw reassurance from somebody else that, that all you needed was stay on the same page, same lane.
Now, earlier on, you mentioned something about couples where you say two of them get high-end jobs and it's difficult to create time for themselves. And because of the Nigerian society where I don't see situations whereby people, they try to get Pekin and then go say, the wife too, they work, her job, they demand, it makes she resign, sit down for house. Was this the case with you?
No, the couple of times I wanted my wife to stop working because she's in advertising. And she's in advertising and she's very high. She's like a client services director. So everything, all the clients interface go through her. So it's a lot of work, So, but my wife knows if she sit down one place, she's active. Yeah. She not agree. She said, no, I need to contribute. Now, I'm not a housewife. I mean, no disrespect to housewives, but that's not how she was designed. She's career-minded. So, but I just kept telling her, the kids, so now that our daughter is here, I'm not telling her, so you won't work for the rest of the year. In fact, resign. And she's like, babe, who's going to? I say, we'll find a way. Jesus is our banker. So that's what I keep saying to her. I said, God will find a way. And see, when a lot of people might watch this and say, oh, he's so religious. Oh, he's so godly. Like, I don't even know how to pray, so I'm Catholic. Like, I'm so old-fashioned with even how I approach things that regard God. But, like, I kind of feel like we as human beings, we get power where we don't say we get. Like, we call on God, we're supposed to hold God, hold him tight. Say, Baba, do this thing for me. I'm waiting. Baba, I'm still here. I'm waiting. Because God line, You know the people where they line? People are in the line, raising their hand. So you can't be calm. You go raise your hand where you did for the line, for the queue. You go somersault self, make God they see you. Just to show, because I kind of feel like everything is divine. There's a reason why everything happens. So for me, all these delays are just divine. And
so tell us when you hear the good news, say, we're expecting. How did you feel? And when the baby came out?
This is the first show I've done about my daughter. And I consciously didn't want to do these shows. Yeah, because I really don't like, I want to keep her out of
the limelight.
Absolutely. Like, I'm not, like, I love DJ Khaled, but like, I see Khaled on Instagram and how he holds up his kid, like, it's every chance he gets, it's a beautiful thing, but sometimes it's too hectic for the kids. They grow up too fast. Sure. My wife came back from work, come tell me, say she just, say this week, man, say she's just been out of sorts. Say, now to, say work is just a day, distracted, headache. Well, I said, okay, do you want to go to the hospital? She said, no. She never wants to go to the hospital. So I said, okay, now we can stay. Second day too, fever. I said, you need to come, let's go to the hospital. That evening, I was on radio doing an interview. And she called me and said, babes, I'm driving home and I'm not feeling well. So I said, okay, I'll come home and get you. We'll go to the hospital. So I can't reach hospital. My wife stopped asking for pregnancy tests and all that. It kept breaking her heart so many times in the past. She would probably think, okay, I'm pregnant now because her periods were kind of stretched out, and all of a sudden you go there and she wasn't pregnant. So it wasn't now. So she would do tests. She wouldn't include pregnancy tests. So we just did typical blood sugar tests, typhoid, malaria, blah, blah, hypertensive, blood pressure tests and all. The doctor now brought the report and said, this was October, last week of October 2016. So the doctor now looked at the report and said, you guys, madam, you're fine. Your BP is good. You slightly need to get some rest because blah, 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 but you're pregnant.
What? Wow. Oh, my goodness.
And then I couldn't hear anything again.
Oh,
the room just blocked out, just blanked out. And then my wife broke down.
Oh.
the doctor had to lock his door and started to ask, did I say something wrong? Don't you guys want the baby? And I'm like, we've been looking for a baby for 8 years. The guy now said, wow. Wow. And then from there.
Oh my goodness, that's really an emotional story.
I tell you.
Trust me, now he has a beautiful daughter and she's growing beautifully well, thanks to God. And good story where you get. And no, say you don't actually inspire a lot of people out there.
Yes, yes. I pray. That's what I want to give, like a huge part of my career is I want to give it up. I want to give people a reason to wake up every day and know that God can still do it. You know, like, I feel like God has done so much for me. I don't deserve half of the things that God does to be like, I've been in this business for a while. Yes. I've been making hip-hop music. I'm on my 5th album. You understand? And God keeps, every time where I just drop, you just enter. And then he hasn't just blessed me, he's giving me the gift to bless other people. Like, I have a management company called the Goretti Company. My wife's name is Maria Goretti. So I named my company after her. Wow. You understand? So what it is you put people, I've signed successful artists. I put Fino on, I put Chidima on. And then I'm putting myself on. I'm still, heavy in the business, in the hip-hop business. So, and I just look at all these things and I'm like, I don't think I give God enough. And this has nothing to do with just pay your tithe for church. Like actually applying yourself to God's work and telling people, helping people stay hopeful and prayerful. That's really... I really, really like that. I'll just hold you on that. We're going to need to buy a small break now. Now, how many of you like Empire and Power?
The series?
The series. If you like them, well, you're going to need to stay tuned because we will get someone where they're very, very into them. She's one of the stylists for Inside Empire and Power. Stay with us.
Yes, welcome back. Now, before we actually buy the break, we tell all you lovers of Empire and Power, so we go get a very special guest all the way from the diaspora inside here. Now, we got a stylist of Empire and Power, Natasha, amazing woman, because I just look at her and she enter here and say, wow.
I'm telling you, free-spirited.
I tell you, welcome to the Talk Show.
Thank you.
Now, before we actually go into the nitty-gritty with Natasha, we're going to hear the song of our brother in the house, Illbliss.
And he even loves Empire and Power.
Yes.
Yes, I do. Huge fan.
No, he loves Power more than Empire.
I liked Empire from season 1, though.
Yeah, that was me too.
That was you.
Season 1. I like the first season better than
the rest of it.
Power got it going on.
Yeah, Power is super
But
awesome.
maybe see the video of Illbliss.
Hey.
Look at her. Hey, get it in, girl.
What do you think about the song?
No, I like it. I'm a big, film person, too, in fashion. So I do like the way y'all put that thing together. It's lit.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I like that.
So, very quick question, Illbliss.
Yeah.
How exactly you dey settle for the person where you dey feature on your song? Because lately I dey see a lot of songs and the artist where una dey feature and a perfect blend. For example, this particular song. So how you dey settle for the person where you want feature?
I have to be a fan. I have to be a fan first of all before we make music. Yeah, because I've been studying Ricardo Banks and Mr. Easy for a while, and so it's not even just about how popular or how buzzy their music has gotten. It has to be about the chemistry. So sometimes when I called Ricardo into the studio, Ricardo sat back and said, listen, man, Baba, you come from a generation of hip-hop that is very deep, very intuitive, but this song will not be what it's about. So we won't make you just relax and just rap like you're spending money.
Oh, shit.
I can't forget that session. So Ricardo will go and be like, just say, one and crazy with a ball with simplicity. So I'm like, okay, so Ricky, so this is how you want me to do it? Because I always listen to them. Yeah. Because I'm older than them in the business, but they are the new school. They bring the new vibe. So I listen and it's always wonderful making music with them because I love their songs as well. So when they hit the studio, they put their hearts into what they do.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Yes.
So do you understand Pidgin?
Girl, no, a little bit. Say something, let me see.
Okay, so now today we'll talk about waiting for the big break. Now, how you actually get your first job working for Empire and Power?
Oh, wow. I've been styling for over 19 years. A lot of different celebs, even before them. And I actually am the style director of He magazine. It's in New York, based in New York. And pretty much got my connect through that because I'm a style director, so I get a lot. I got some good people coming up too. Y'all gonna really like the next people that I'm about to work with. But I've been getting my connects like through them. Then a lot of people know my work anyway. Then of course Project Runway that put me out there some more too. So most definitely being a style director and being able to be over the fashion part of it, I get a lot of jobs come down my way. God is good.
All the time.
God is good.
Now, being a celebrity stylist, tell us the things where we need to know about styling.
First of all, you got to still treat them like they're a normal person. Because they are. At the end of the day, they got problems just like we do and everything. But me, I know my position. I'm a servant. So that's my position from God, like in what I do. So I'll make sure you make them feel comfortable. Make sure try to put them in things that you haven't seen them in. That's mainstream. I do a lot of research. Like, people think styling is just going to get the clothes and dressing dolls or something. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of research. It's a lot of connecting, being comfortable, knowing the fashion lingo, knowing what to say, knowing how to make the client feel comfortable. So research is number one. And pretty much just being on top of your game with the trends that's coming in, kind of be ahead of the game. Like, know what colors that's going to be in season and things like that. Know what colors you want to see on people in combination. So that's pretty much it.
Now, you mentioned something. You say you need to put them in clothes where you said they never wear before.
Right.
So, for instance, you put me in something I never wear before, and I don't like them. What's going to happen?
It's gonna be hard that you not like what I put you in. I'm very convincing. I'm very convincing. I'm good. It's a vibe. He said a very important thing that's all around the board. It's the energy. You have to have a good synergy with people, and it got to be a good vibe. I got to be a fan. Yeah. Because if I'm a fan, I'm gonna know what you're gonna like and don't like. True. So you can't not like what I put you in, whether you want or not. It's not possible.
Just to add to what Tisha talked, so I've had a chance to work with a lot of stylists in the music business, and the stylists that I always listen to, even if I'm not comfortable with what they're about to give, are the guys that tell you, listen, boss, Jay-Z would wear that, Rick Ross will wear that, Nas will wear that, and these are the guys that inspire me. You know, so once they talk, I will say, okay, this guy has my back. Because also what people don't understand is that artists are very insecure people. Yes. Artists are driven by a lot of insecurity underneath. So they're like, I'm not going to wear that as a white suit. I'm going to look ridiculous. Or there's too much fur on that. I don't want to wear it. But once your stylist tells you, bro, this is where it's going, and this is where your role models. So you have to be convincing as a stylist. You need to look like you have the guy's back.
Exactly. One thing I just want to add to what he's saying, he said a mouthful, it's the confidence that you carry as a stylist. Like, if I come in there weak, and I know you got a strong personality, and I come in like, yes, I want you to try this on, and I'm not sure how it's gonna look. Off rip, you're gonna be like, nah, I don't even like it. But if I come in there like, girl, I'm telling you, this have not been seen before. You gonna rock this first, or like he said, name some people that I know that inspire you. If I come in there with some genuine like feedback, you gonna wear it. You gonna feel good about it. You gonna know that I got your back and that that we in this together, opposed to me coming in all timid and weak. And that's not me. My personality is way bigger than that.
Oh, let's talk about your stay in Nigeria now. This one is your third time in Nigeria. Tell us why Nigeria. Why do you love Nigeria?
I love the fashion here.
Ooh, really?
Yes.
And with the couple now?
I love the fashion here. I wanna combine that, and I want the people in America to see what I see. That's why I come. This time I came, I recorded everything I was doing. I take pictures of everything. A lot of people watch me on social media, so I wanted them to see it, like, from my eyes, because I can go back and only say so much. I need them to see this. And I like the way that I love the passion here. People, like, just seeing people in the streets selling stuff. If some people in America that I know personally get off their butt every morning and do at least a quarter of what I see people do here, they'll be way further than what they are, because we got way more leeway. And it made me very grateful being here. Like, I'm talking about, like, whether it's on the mainland or the island, it makes me very grateful. So I feel like this was more like a spiritual fashion type of journey for me this time.
Okay, so now we don't stay in Nigeria for this long. Tell us your favorite Nigerian dish.
See, I'm trying to grow on. I'm very, very picky in America, and I'm super picky here because everything, the spice here is on another level. It's on hell, okay? It's on fiery brimstone. So I'm trying to learn how to. I like jollof rice. I love that. Yes, that's like my favorite. I tasted a couple of different types of fish. That was pretty good. I don't like a lot of meat anyway. So when I did order this Cajun pasta the other day, it was so much meat in it, and I was like, dang, they be stingy in America with the meat. And I done got used to the stinginess, and they be filling your plate up. I like the sizes and the proportions that they give, because they want you full. They want you to get your money's worth. So I do like that. But right now, it's just the jollof rice and the fish for me right now.
So you mean you never try amala?
No.
Oh,
Tell me about it.
Oh, you haven't at all.
Tell me about it.
Amala now, some kind of way they say you go roll for hand. Now the soup now red and green, stew and ewedu. Now you go mix them. If you like them, you add begiri.
I like how passionate you are about this. So you gotta cook for me now.
I love food.
You gotta cook for me now.
That's really lovely. Now, what bring you come Nigeria this time?
Actually, a few things. I came for Plus Size Fashion Week.
Plus Size Fashion Week.
Yeah, it'll be happening.
Nice.
This the first one for Africa, so I'm glad I was able to make history. That'll be this weekend. I also was a judge at Miss Ideal Nigerian. That was pretty cool too. And then I linked up with a couple of different photographers that's into like fashion editorial that lives in New York, and they're back visiting. So I'll be shooting some of my collection, me actually in my collection. That'll be pretty dope. So just to connect and get around. So pretty much the fashion week, I just wanted to be a little bit ahead of time this time, so I could fit my models and network more this time and get more of the culture in this time. I hate that it rains so much this time, though.
Yeah.
Why y'all didn't tell them to hold the rain up for me?
Don't forget, she said she come here for the Plus Size Fashion
Week.
For all those people we actually did very blessed. She come for the Fashion Week, and also she come for Miss Ideal Nigeria.
Yeah, Miss Ideal Nigeria.
In 2017.
And it was really nice too.
I know.
It really was
Give
nice.
us health tips, please.
Yes, very quickly, health tips for the day. Now then, say after you don't use cotton pad and your normal makeup remover, you need to add a bit of coconut oil and apply them to your closed eyes. Now this one, they help you break up the makeup, so it goes slide off more easy. Like say you did grease them off your face, so it did very easy when you apply coconut oil to take come out your makeup on top cotton wool.
Good one. Thank you very much, Betiana. Now, just the last words from you. Any upcoming project in Nigeria or in Africa?
Yes.
Tell us. About
Actually, the 11th fashion show in November, and I'm planning on bringing my own fashion show down this way called Damage.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'm looking towards that, like the beginning of 2018 for sure.
They'll be affordable.
Yeah.
Are you sure we can buy
Yes,
them?
of course. I love my people here. Y'all my family. So
Okay.
For sure. For sure. I love y'all energy.
Now you either look forward to styling any Nigerian show.
Artists.
I wish if somebody,
artists.
yeah, I need to put it out there. My PR, I got an international PR and a PR in the States. I'm trying to get more into the Nigerian artists, because I feel like I can add a lot of flavor to them because I've traveled over here.
Yeah, I'm going to speak to Clarence. One of my partner, my business partner, is the biggest video director in Nigeria.
Yes,
Thank
he
you
is.
very much. Yeah, so and he's a cinematographer, and he's inspired by all your works, from Empire to Power to everything on television in America. So I could do the hookup.
You see the link here?
Look at the
I like talk.
Yeah.
We need to change our slogan to talk, connecting
Talk,
people.
connecting
connecting.
people.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll
we
make
play
sure
game?
it happens.
Yes, but any upcoming thing from you?
Yeah, this is my new album. Yeah, it's called Illbliss. That's what it's called.
Tasha getting one?
I hope
Yeah,
so.
everybody gets one.
Yeah.
So Canada got 3 copies. Yeah.
Please.
Everyone gets one. And I don't have a pen. I'll probably autograph it when
Yes.
I'm
Oh my
done.
God.
Yeah, so,
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So,
And you have like 9 tracks in it.
yeah, we're keeping it 9 because
Nice.
we used to record 15, 16 songs, and it was beginning to look like we were wasting music.
I get you.
Yeah, so we keep it
powerful
tight.
thing.
Jay-Z's new album is 10 songs.
Yep.
I
we're,
know.
we're inspired. So
Yes, sir.
this is my new album, and I'm pushing it. I'm out promoting it, and I'm going to shoot a couple of videos very soon off the album. And the first song is "Daddy Loves You." That's a song for my daughter.
You look super dope too, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah.
There you look very handsome.
Yes, thank
Super
you very
dope.
much.
You understand English?
I know, I just want to tell people outside.
Maybe play game.
Let's play it. Okay, time to play our game.
Yes. Okay.
Now just pick some one of the papers here.
Okay.
Please. And Illbliss too, just pick one. So you give yours to Betiana.
Can I have it,
Okay.
please?
So can I have yours?
Yes, very quickly because time no day outside.
Yes.
Now this na riddle Illbliss. You don't ready?
I'm not sure, but we'll try.
Okay. Now I be something. They know they see me. They know they feel me. They know they hear me. They know they smell me. I dey lie behind the stars and under the hills. I dey fill empty holes. And I dey come first and I dey follow after. I dey end life and I dey kill laughter. Wetin I be?
This is strange, man.
I be something, they know they see me, they know they feel me, they know they hear me, they know they smell me. I they lie behind the stars and under the hills, and I they fill empty holes. Now I they come first and I they follow after, and I they end life and kill laughter.
Can I walk off the set now?
No!
That's what I do every time I can't get a reading. I'd rather walk off than give a wrong answer. I have no clue.
Okay, so because of your honesty, I will just tell you the answer. Darkness.
Oh.
Oh, you can't feel, you can't smell, you can't hear. Oh.
At the end laughter, at the end life.
I end life.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, this is crazy.
All right, now time for you, Tasha. I'll go just use one in English.
Yeah.
Now, 2 mothers and 2 daughters went out to eat. Everyone ate 1 burger, yet only 3 burgers were eaten. How is this possible? Should I take it again?
Yes, please.
Okay. 2 mothers and 2 daughters went out to eat. Everyone ate 1 burger, yet only 3 burgers were eaten. How is this possible?
One of the girls didn't have a mouth. One of the girls, maybe one of the daughters didn't have a mouth.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Let Yana tell us the answer.
Okay, so there's like 2 mama and 2 pikin. Now we say now the grandmother, the mother, and the
And the
daughter.
daughter.
Oh.
So
2 daughters and 2
2 daughters and 2 mothers. It's just very tricky.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So y'all work day and night to make it hard for us.
Thank you so much,
Thank you so much.
Tasha.
Thank y'all.
Really
Good to
appreciate
have
your
you.
comment.
Thank you.
Good to have you in Nigeria. You need to taste amala anyway too. Very,
Oh,
very important.
please make sure with fish, since you like fish. Yeah. Please give us your social media handles so
All
that we
right,
follow
you can follow me at Von_of_Von Ray or Von Ray Designs. And I think that's about it. Our Heat magazine.
Nice.
Illbliss.
Yeah, Illbliss. Illbliss Goretti. Illbliss, Goretti. That's Instagram and Twitter.
Yes, I beg, follow them.
Please,
Support good
please
music
follow
and
them.
good fashion style.
I'm telling you,
Thank
coming
you.
soon to Nigeria in November, you go see Tasha's collections. Good
Yes.
to have you in Nigeria. And
Thank
thank
you
you
so
so much.
much.
It's your story now. Very inspiring story.
Very,
Thank you very
very
much.
much.
Thank you so much for having us on the
Thank
show.
you.
As we always talk.
To talk not be bad thing, but make you know what they talk about. Thank you, guys.
Thank y'all.
To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love am.